let's take a look at the latest offering from the Disney Walden Media Studios. The Chronicles of Narnia, number 2, Prince Caspian. Let's take a look.
What happened here?
You may find Narnia a more savage place than you remember.
Who are you?
I am Prince Caspian.
Narnia is about to be annihilated.
You were right to fear me.
Everything you know is about to change.
Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian.
Well, there's a look at the latest instalment of C.S. Lewis's much-loved novels, The Chronicles of Narnia. Number 2 is Prince Caspian.
Doing well tonight, Andre. Doing really well.
I didn't catch the first one, so I'm feeling a little underqualified to talk about this one.
Well, it's very incredibly similar in look and feel
a little
and
bit
resolution.
darker.
I have read the book though, so I do know a little bit of the background. Now, the beautiful children, the 4 children, summoned back to Narnia. They've been living in London for a year, and they get the call up by Prince Caspian, who is on the run because he's been usurped by his evil uncle. And when the 4 get back into Narnia, they realise times they have changed because it's 1,300 years into the future, and everything they know about Narnia has changed, and they've been conquered by the evil Telmarines. Now, Prince Caspian is a Telmarine, but he's a goodie.
Of course he is.
There's only one goodie in the whole of the Telmarines, and he's it.
And you don't really need to know much about the movie, except there'll be a couple of amazing battle sequences, and guess what? Our protagonists will
I think there's a flaw,
win
though.
the day
I do
again.
think the flaw in this movie, the good thing is it's darker than the original. I think got an M rating. So there's no gore in it or any scary moments,
blood.
really.
No blood.
But to me, one of the flaw is there's too many battle sequences. Don't you reckon this goes on and on and on? And they try and go for a bit of realism in a couple of scenes, but it never drags you in. So I did find that a flaw, that it went on and on and on and totally predictable. Do you think this movie's going to do well, though?
Look, there are fans of this series that'll go along, but it doesn't have the pull of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. It's like me, I've read only The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe.
I think
That's the
you're
only
right.
thing I felt I needed to read in the Narnia Chronicles.
When the first one came out, it was eagerly anticipated to see it in the big screen, and that's what happened. And now this follow-up, I think, is a bit of ho-hum about it, although you'll still do well at the box office.
And maybe this Ben, what's his name? Ben, can't think of his name.
Barnes.
Ben Barnes, thank you.
Barnes.
Will become a
Caspian.
bit of a heartthrob and a bit of a star.
But I did enjoy some of the peripheral characters, like Peter Dinklage, who's getting a bit typecast these days as a vertically challenged warrior. But I thought he was funny, and Warwick Davis. I don't like the talking animals, but I guess they're part of the story, do you think?
Well, if they talk in the novels, they've got to talk in the movie, whether you like it or not. Eddie Izzard was that mouse.
Yes,
that was funny.
Oh, he's fun, yeah, he is.
And not enough Tilda Swinton.
No,
and how beautiful did she look?
Well,
she was
behind in a sheet of ice, so at least there was a bit of Vaseline on the lens.
I think for your consideration of that little cameo, I wasn't expecting her to come into it, and I was very disappointed she went out so quickly, but she's good.
Yes, I would have liked to have a little bit of evil witch,
Yeah,
adding to the...
Do you reckon she would have shot that scene 4 years ago when she was all made up?
Well, I
read
read
ago,
that it
rather
was...
Rather than have to be called back?
I know you think they would, but I read that she was fresh from her Oscar win, so I think they just reprised the role. But is she going to come into it again? Because none of us have read the books, none of us know now, do we?
Don't know, scoring time.
Well, I sound like I'm as negative about it as them two, but I think for a kids' series, I think it's quite good. I think William Moseley, I've got a crush on him. Peter, he's gorgeous.
I thought he was good, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I think it's good. I'm going to give it full price.
I would agree, and for what I'm told, very, very faithful to the novels.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, look, I just found it enjoyable and okay. It was a bit of a saga. It did go on a bit long, but I liked the battle sequences, but no blood. I miss the blood.
Yeah, look,
Gladiator style.
Yeah.
Tight Ass Tuesday for me because I don't embrace these sort of movies, but I think it's quality. It's a quality family epic.
Yeah.
I just don't like the way the characters talk to each other. I know it comes with the territory, but they don't. I enjoyed the quartet of kids, the siblings, but I didn't like when they became the warriors and how they all spoke to each other on high, yes master, no master. I don't like that sort of stuff. There's no realism in it for me. So Tight Ass Tuesday.
Based on a novel.
It would have put me to sleep. I wasn't there with kids.
When were they written? Sort of like
50s,
because it was after the
49,
war, wasn't it? Yes, yes, yes.